Abaganda bagamba okutambula kulaba okudda kunyumya. Olugero olwo nga luva ku ngombe gamba nti bw'oba olina ky'okoze oba olina gy'olaze. One thing you will get, you will see, you will learn, you will experience. Then bw'okomawo n'onyumya. Olwaleero njagala kubuulira ku bintu byenjize oba lessons zenzize mu kuddukanya my small business. Zengamba nti these are key lessons I've learned that I would want to share with you. My background is I've done a lot of things. Only stand-up comedy, and never more comedy names on radio. I used to work with Galaxy FM. I was there like for about 8-9 years. And then I wanted to focus more on business. Business, there are things I've learned, lessons that I want to share with you. And I've realized these lessons, this is because I've read books. These lessons have come because I've experienced and I've come to learn by doing. And that's the beauty I like about doing any kind of business. Oba antonetia, oba kanene katia, buli kimu kirina lesson ey'okuyiga. So one of the things I've learned in business, for any business to work, you must actually solve a problem. Olina okubaako n'ekizibu ky'osolovinga. And this problem must be able to help people either make money, live better. Like it must be a problem that helps people overcome something. When nali ntandika initially, nali sinakitegeera until one day Stanbic Bank yateka something called the Stanbic Incubator Hub. And I was lucky to be one of those people that attended Stanbic Incubator Hub. Mu Stanbic Incubator, kyensinga okwebalizaayo is the time they were teaching us about problem solving and how to identify a problem. When I was Stanbic Incubator, when I started kukola buli kinali nkola nga nebuuza, how do I solve a customer's problem? Because mweno problem jo solvinga kyogendo sobola communicatinga olago omuntu value proposition yo lwaki yandetazo kukozesa. For example, me when I was starting my events business, nali mpangisa nnyo games, ebintu by'okuzanyisa eby'abaana n'eby'abakulu. And the problem is I wanted people to have more fun kumikolo over on events. And it became the key line that we were selling fun. We're helping people have more fun. We just made it a bit much more broad and bigger. But that's what we're solving. But initially, nali nkola because of your events. Paka when again I'm Stanbic Incubator. Now, there are so many problems you can solve. You can help people save their money. Nga bank bwezikola. Zikuyamba kukyereka sente zo. Nezikuwa wokoze ki, wozetagidde. Nga bakutera platforms ezanalo ATM bikine ebisigadde. They are custodians of your money. Ye problem je bakola. Ojasanga abantu abakuyamba okulongooseza ennyumba, okay? They're not just helping you clean the house. They're helping you save time. Obudde bw'otalina n'amaanyi g'otalina n'okuyamba okikola professionally. So there are so many problems mu nsi muno, and the problems you can begin with because problems zennyini z'olina gwenga omuntu. Kye kimu ku kyenjize nti for every problem you have, there is a solution. For every problem people have, you can provide a solution and people can pay you for this solution. Lesson number 2 Jenayiga is business yonna kakabe katono katya kaina potential okufuuka akamanyi singa oboka wadde obudde no treating engeri gye kasaaniddemu. I'm going to give you a true story. Nze nzize mbabayika nnyo era nga njiriba nnyo nga nkola ebintu bingi. Nenkola kino, nenkola kiri, nenkola kino, nenkola kiri. But after I quit my radio job, nenga neka focusing kubeera intentional mu business. Why am I failing to even have people bempa omulimu? I even don't have employees. Nengolaba omuntu mulimu industry yemu ya events nga ina abakozi 12. There are companies zimanyi mu events nga bali mu Dico events management nga ina abakozi ngira batuka kola end of year party, and me I didn't have that. Nga nebira byenzize nkola tebiri ku eyo level. And then I learned a lesson inti nafunanga nchi baita shiny object syndrome. I would see something shiny, then I would rush. And then I went and invested some money in talking to a business mentor. Natandika kumbuza ebibuuzo ebyali very important, and I got to learn. Nti buli industry gy'olimu erina potential. Kula gwali mu mobile money, you're not just in mobile money. Oli mu financial sector, oli mu business ya sente. Mwe muli abantu abali mu kuziwola, abali mu kuzigaba, abagola treasury bills, ba moderator, the bank. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Abantu abasibula obuntu obutonotono e Bulaaya alesa akantu kamu bubiri n'atandika obbutunda ng'ayita ku TikTok. You're basically doing e-commerce. Oli ku level y'aba Jeff Bezos but okyali eno wansi, and if you gave it time and took it intentionally, you're basically going to grow an e-commerce brand. Now, me, one of the problems I had is I didn't know what industry I was in. How big was it? And what do I need to do to make sure I stay big or I go big in that industry? Nga si recording books of accounts, si money when spending. I didn't have money budgets for marketing. Then I started becoming a bit intentional. That's when I got to understand the industry jendimu eri much more bigger than I had anticipated. Most of us are in business obutono. We are in industries that are actually very big. Olimu industry ya construction, olimu e-commerce, otunda bintu obishipping okuva UK n'obirete Uganda. The industry you're in is big. Chiri gyoli kugira banti nene ndo kujiwa obudde okujigeza efuuke nene. I've actually come to learn. Buli kye tukwatako bwe tukiwa obudde kisobola okugenda n'ofuuka very, very big. Sometimes ffe ng'abatandisi we disappoint our small hustles. Ne tubusula ne tubulekawo ne tutabutwala mu maaso kubukuza. Ekyokusatu kyenjize is I've learned into business success. Oba abantu bonna betwegomba bali successful. Waliwo relationship wakati wa business yaabwe nabo ng'abantu nga bafounder. The relationship between the business and the personality of the founder kikulu nnyo. And this is where personal development comes in for anybody running a small business. This has been a key lesson for me, especially the last 3 years. Let me give you context. Emyaka esatu ejayita, I used to have a lifestyle. Generally ntambulira mu ng'omuntu nga njagala okukola business naye nga nyina lifestyle isaagala kulekawo. Me, I used to drink nga nkuba pate mpaka ku 10 ez'ekiro. But then ng'abantu bankubira the next day to make an order, to make a delivery. Nga mukulu esimu gitadde mu silence nebase. And then I used to complain about lost sales nebisigadde. Nze nga client yankuba nga I have like this ego where a client calls and I felt like I was making them an offer okuba wa service. Name is ebisigadde. Then I went on the journey of self-improvement and personal growth, which I've shared on this app, on this channel. Nentandika okuyita mu eyo journey. Mu personal growth nenjiga ebintu bingi. Okufuna self awareness, okwetegera gwe ng'omuntu, strength yange eriwa, weakness eriwa, kiki ennyumirwa okukola. Okay, then okweyigiriza skills ez'enjawulo eziri important mu running a business yo. Skills nga sales, emotional intelligence, ebintu ebyo ebyenjawulo. Then okwetereza gwe ng'omuntu physically and emotionally. When you're in business and you're not at peace, your business is never at peace. Personally, I was struggling as an individual, and it's been one of the greatest things that I've ever done, improving myself. When I left radio, I focused on one thing, trying to become better than who I was every day. And let me tell you, the process has been long, but the more I've stuck to it, is the more I've actually seen the results portray in the kind of business I do. Tikati obudde bwe nyina bungi nnyo towards myself, sikyalina budde bwe ngabira nsi n'abantu balala. Not because I'm selfish, but I've learned nti before I can solve other people's problems, I need to solve my own problem. Neruli nga obwongo obutagala njagala kola kino, I'm trying to solve this person's problem, I'm doing this. I was very disorganized, not even having a program echache echokola, and this actually would reflect in my business. Nga nsobola okuba nga nyina site eyokolako, and if somebody calls me for something a bit unrelated, I'll just jump and go. But on learning self-improvement and personal growth, things became better. And I can actually testify. Nze abantu benneegomba bendaba nti bano bakikubye. When I looked back and observed their character, their behavior, there is something about them that is good with them as individuals in terms of growth. Nyina abantu bentulira ngolaba are running a businesses nyatano nenga tanywa mwenge. They are very hard with their money, they are disciplined oshtegera, they don't have a lot of women. Ngolo mula really sustainable. Actually, I've realized personal growth is completely related to your business growth. And now a personal growth journey is a journey you can begin, but you can't begin and say, I'm going to improve like in one go. You improve by doing small things one step at a time. It can begin with the way you perceive things, what you know, skills you learn, solving some of the issues you struggle with as an individual. Could be your addictions, could be the things that distract you, so many things. And it has been one of the best journeys I have ever taken. But personal growth has one thing. It doesn't happen in one instant. It happens over a long period of time. But every day you improve, you become slightly better than who you were yesterday. And the more you improve, you'll even see the improvement in your business. And actually, I was watching a video by some guy, Mr. Alex Samozi, saying into when you focus on personal growth as an individual and as an entrepreneur, a business, results will just reflect on your body and in your mind. But after some time, your business will reward you by putting money on your account. And that's what we all want. And I've learned there is nobody that is making money because of luck. There's things they are doing that they are not telling us. They are organized. They follow certain principles, certain orders. They have a lot of things. Time management in Ebyokuyiga. Money is not luck. Bw'Omusuubuzi. When you read them and focus on them, you realize there are things they are doing that are much more greater things than what an average person is doing. Could be they are smarter and quicker in decision making. Could be they know how to invest wisely, meaning maybe they see the right opportunities. Maybe their intention in what they are doing. And actually intention go because these small things in personal involvement are key. I didn't know personally into making a decision fast and quick is a skill you can learn. Being able to take a risk, is a skill you can learn. Being able to filter out noise is a skill you can learn, and not many of us possess these skills. Being able to overcome fear of doing things is a skill you can learn. And the more you learn these skills, the more you improve yourself in these areas. I think this also portrays in the things you do. Me, these 3 lessons have been very, very key and pivotal in how I'm doing things. And I hope God blesses my small business. Akajja wekali and take away njagala okubeera. And that is the goal for all of us who are running small businesses, to get them from where they are to a place where they should be. And that is the goal. And you can't run a business, you can't, unless gwengo omuntu ng'oli mu order. Nandisabye ndo zaffe n'abeekola n'abeekozesa. Twetereze tweteeke mu order, and once you're in order, things can actually move on. So nsobedde okusharingako naawe, and hopefully you still stay to this channel, subscribing, watch more of my videos, and then when I come back I can be able to share more of my journey ne byenjize.